Yeah, the thing that claimants should be worried about, or at least mindful of, I see or I talk to a substantial amount of clients that they say I was receiving benefits, they cut me off, and it's not because they filled out all the forms and then Social Security denied them. It's that they didn't fill out the forms. And a lot of times they change an address or something and they don't keep Social Security up to date.
Right.
And so those kind of technical denials, or in this case, a technical cessation, they cut you off simply because they tried to get you to fill out the ADLs and you didn't. That's important. That's a good way to lose your case. Just
Yeah.
like at the initial and recon.
Yeah,
Well, at
it's-
every stage, if you fail to fill out a form, they're going to deny you, and maybe they didn't even look at your medical condition. I would imagine it's the same thing with the CDRs.
I have hearings every week. And I'm not joking, and this is not hyperbole. I am absolutely telling the truth. I have hearings every week to where I'm going in front of the judge with my client, and I look at the lower levels, and the reason that my client was denied is he or she didn't fill out the forms twice. They didn't do it. They just ignored it at the initial level. They ignored it at the recon level. I don't know what they were thinking. Or they didn't go to an exam. Social Security's paying for the exam. They're going to pay the travel if it's a long distance. They're going to do everything for this exam, and you're just like, I'm not going, and you didn't go. Well, possibly somebody's told you down the line that they're not going to deny you for not filling out forms, or they're not going to deny you for not going to one of their exams. I mean, you're saving them money by not going to the exam. People might have told you that. Let me tell you emphatically, that is absolutely untrue. I see denials all the time and have hearings to where I'm going in front of a judge, and the judge is going to ask first thing out, what kept you from filling out, a form about what you were doing, during the day? And that's a great question. And when that's asked, and of course I've already asked it to them in prep, but I want to hear what they say. Yeah, I'm interested to hear how you defend not filling out a form.
I bet you don't hear very many good answers.
They're
for
terrible
that.
answers.
Usually just, I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, what we normally hear is, I didn't get it. That goes nowhere because that's not true. I mean, did you get everything else? Oh, we got everything else from Social Security.
Yeah.
We just didn't get that form. Yeah, that's twice, initial and reconsideration. That doesn't go over. I lost it. Okay, well,
My dog ate it.
Yeah, you can call and get another one. I in my office can print you one and send it to you if that happens. And keep in mind also that the judges have a lot less patience with somebody who's represented because, Mr. Groves, did you tell Miss Smith that it was very important for her to fill out those forms? Yes, Your Honor. But she still didn't. I guess she didn't, Your Honor. I mean, but we're just stuck here, answering questions in a hearing about why you should have done something that you didn't do, like you're a child, when we should be talking about your conditions. We'll get there in a hearing, but I mean, if it starts out like, I say they denied you because you didn't fill out the forms. I mean, why? Oh, great. And it's
You're kind of just sitting there wondering the same thing.
So yeah, if it seems like we're harping on that in our podcast, it's only because we get those denials every week, and I have hearings every week to where I have to. I'll get where I need to get. We'll be arguing your case in a hearing in front of a judge, all your medical conditions. But to get there, I have to listen to the judge, probably slap your wrist and mine if I was representing you at the initial level, and I called you and said, you need to get these forms turned in. Well, you got to get the forms. And then I get a call 2 weeks later, they denied me. I told you they were going to deny you. Well, what are we going to do? We'll appeal it, but please,
But
on
this
the
time.
appeal, fill out the form, and then they don't. And what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to request a hearing, but expect to get, slapped around a little bit from the judge about not filling out forms. It's a terrible, terrible way to lose a case, just because you don't cooperate. I'm not gonna fill out the forms.
Yep.
You gotta fill out.
Because you could have a great case.
And I'm back to CDRs. I mean, they have to do that side by side comparison. Why did they allow you before? It could have been a judge's decision. And so they'll look at the judge's decision, what limitations he or she found, and here we are now, present day. Are those same limitations still there? Are they of the same severity? Are they posing the same kinds of limitations? If it's gotten better, has it gotten a lot better to where, ooh, I think that this person could work. You're going to get denied, and they're going to send you the forms again. I mean, so it's it's certainly cooperating with Social Security it's not optional. They are the entity that the U.S. law has given authority to administer this program, the disability program, which helps not thousands, not tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but millions of people are drawing Social Security disability benefits. And the entity that has been given authority to administer the program, they say that these forms are necessary, and as such, these forms are necessary. It doesn't matter if you disagree with them. It's kind of like going up to somebody and they're looking up at this wonderfully blue sky, and you saying, well, I don't believe that sky's blue. I think that it's chartreuse. Well, you might think that, but the fact of the matter is still the fact of the matter. I don't want to fill out the forms. You still got to do it. Well, I'm not going to do it. Okay, well, you're going to get denied. Why did they deny me? I mean, things have consequences.
Right. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to add for CDRs, or if Social Security stops a client's benefits, or do you think that's a good place
No,
to wrap
nothing
it
to
up?
add, but just remember that if you do get that letter, that cessation letter, we're going to cease your benefits. They're going to stop. You got 2 appeals to worry about. The normal one, that if you went through the initial and reconsideration level, or even the hearing level, that you got 60 days, 60 days, 60 days. And at the CDR level, you still have 60 days to appeal the decision that we're going to cease you. But you only have 10 days to tell them, while you're ceasing, while I'm appealing this cessation, I want my benefits to continue. I still, this is a gut punch for me. I depend on this monthly check. I need for those benefits to continue while I'm appealing the case. I don't believe that I've gotten better, and so I need for my benefits to continue. 10 days, and they're kind of hard and fast on that. If you don't do it within 10 days, you're going to have to give them a tremendously spectacular reason why. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, that's all I have on that.
Okay. We'll end it there.
Groovy.
If you have a question about your disability case, give us a call at 615-453-9151 Monday through Friday, or click the link in the description of this video.